Had to, I had to mute the TV because it was playing wrestling. Oh, storm tracks. I'm gonna give some people some time to jump on to the live. And my crazy neighbor just blaring music. Give some people time to jump into to the chats. I'm gonna wait for people to get in the chat real fast. I'm gonna look at while I share my video. Okay, there's still nobody on the live on Facebook. They'll probably come on at some point shortly. Can you guys hear me? Think you guys can. Check and make sure my sound's working. Yeah, it works. It works. All right. So I'm going to show you guys what's on radar, and then I'll show you guys what the National Weather Service is putting out for tomorrow, because in the last few hours, I have seen some changes. Since my last update, that was at 3:30. But I want to go over what's on right now. So this we got a flash flood watch for our areas to the north, like I said earlier. That includes that includes the counties of Breckenridge, Meade, Hardin, Nelson, Bullitt, Jefferson, Shelby, Oldham, Spencer, uh, Hancock, Davies, McLean, Hopkins. Those areas under a flash flood watch. I mean, not flash flood watch, but flood watch. And it's because we got heavy rain coming in later tonight, which you can see right now on radar. I'm going to zoom out and see if we can see where the severe stuff is. Oh, holy cow. Look at this. I'm going to turn off the flood thing real fast. Turn off the flood thing, see if that'll help. So, here's where the severe weather is at right now. It's over parts of Oklahoma, going into Arkansas, southern Missouri. See if there's any warnings. There's the tornado watch for down in that area. No, I don't want the temperature for that. There's some severe storms down in those areas. That's got a lot of wind in it, which I'm pretty sure y'all can see. This area right here is a wind advisory, and the wind advisory includes the counties of Meade, Breckenridge, Hancock, Ohio, Davies, McLean, Hopkins, Christian, Todd, Muhlenberg, and it goes further on out west. Then I'm gonna turn fast. Okay, there's not much wind, so it ain't gonna pop up. So let's go back to radar. But I know these areas. I know there's supposed to be an area right here that's supposed to be in a high wind warning, which will go into effect at 6 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, and goes until 9 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night. Gonna go over the weather, see what the weather service is saying for tomorrow. So here's what the weather service is saying. A potent weather system will move through the region tonight into Friday. Strong to severe storms will be possible Friday morning and afternoon ahead of and along a cold front. Main severe threats will be damaging wind and isolated tornadoes. Repeating rounds of heavy showers and storms may result in flooding issues. Gusty winds are expected outside of the storms. And the confidence in severe weather is in between medium and high. You see, we are we are in the enhanced risk, which is this orange area right here. This we was in the slight risk, but we're in the enhanced risk, which is the orange right here. But then I also heard that I saw in the weather service chat thing on their website, which I can't pull up on my computer. I'm not going to pull it up on my computer because I'm not going to do that on my computer. I'm going to pull it up on my phone, what I was looking at. Need to put that in. I don't want that. I want this. But I saw where they're talking about changing the here's how the weather's going to go for tomorrow and overnight. What's going to happen is overnight tonight we're going to get some rain. And with the rain and it's just going to be plain rain overnight. And then it's going to end about 8 o'clock in the morning, if not before. And then you're going to get a little quiet, dry area. And then the severe weather will start coming in about the severe weather is supposed to the timing is 9 to 2 p.m. The timing for us is like the timing for people that's west of us is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But the timing for us is 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for us where we're at. And I've done heard that and they've said it that if the sun that during the quiet dry slot time where we ain't got nothing, which is I'm expecting for when a some sort of watch will come out and be issued. What I'm expecting to come out is some kind of watch during that time. But you also need to know this: if the sun comes out at any point in time during that dry slot, then they're gonna change that enhanced risk to a moderate risk. That's if the sun comes out, which let's hope it don't. Let's hope everything that it says is that let's hope that we just stay in the enhanced risk or possibly go back down to the slight risk. But if the sun comes out, because not only we got the wind factor, but if the sun comes out, it could cause some heating to the atmosphere and then it'll get things more severe. But I will tell you guys this. Yes, it's probably going to get bad tomorrow. Not as I'm but before everybody jumps says, "Oh, it's going to be like 2021 in December, it's not. It's not going to be that bad to that point. The main thrust that's mainly on the table is mostly the damaging wind threat, but the tornado threat it's low, but it's not off the table. But if the severe weather risk goes up to a moderate risk, then the tornado threat will and the wind threat will obviously go up another notch. So speaking of that, we're gonna look at the damaging wind threat for Friday. See, this is the high wind warning in the yellow. This over here is the wind advisory in the tannish color. And it says damaging winds outside storms are expected Friday. Strongest winds will be mid-morning through afternoon. Sustained south winds will be 25-35 mile per hour with gusts of 55 to 65 plus miles per hour. Widespread power outages are possible. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Some trees could be uprooted. And the covenants in the strong thunderstorm winds is high. And then we're going to look at the heavy rainfall for tonight through Friday. Multiple rounds of showers and storms are expected tonight into Friday. Heaviest rainfall totals are expected to be north of the Western Kentucky and Bluegrass Parkways. Flood watch in effect tonight through Friday afternoon across southern Indiana and portions of Kentucky. So that's north of us. I'm not too concerned about that. That's for our northern counties. So we got down here you go across if you go down around say Bowling Green, Glasgow, all the way just south of Campbellsville, they're into an inch of rain. The green area. But then if you go from Bowling Green through Campbellsville, this light yellow area, it is a half an inch to 2 inches. And then this dark yellow, which goes from which we're in it in Litchfield, from Litchfield through E Town up to Louisville. We that is 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, and in the that's in the dark yellow, and then in the orange, which is up around Owensboro into Indiana, back across Evansville, they're in 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. So I know there's definitely going to be some flash flood warnings going to be coming out tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if you see all three type of warnings out tomorrow, because I will tell you right now, I know at least someone I know someone in our area will be under some type of warning, whether it's a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning, or flash flood warning. And I do want to explain something with the tornado warnings, because there's two different kinds of tornado warnings. There's the purple polygons, there's the red polygons. The red polygons, now if you see a red polygon, that means it's radar indicated. It means it's not been confirmed on the ground. But if you see a purple tornado warning polygon, that means it's been confirmed and it's on the ground and it's been seen by a spotter. Which I hope we don't see any of the purple boxes tomorrow. I hope we just see the red boxes if there is any tornado warnings at all. I hope all we see is the red boxes and not purple boxes. But yeah. Is there anybody got any comments or anything? Anybody got comments or anything on YouTube or Facebook? when I answer those real fast before I go more into this. I'm gonna take about a few minutes and give people a chance to comment. Let me check real fast. Right now I'm checking the chats. And I ain't seeing anything. Then I'm gonna show you guys the weather thing. See, tonight, here's where the severe weather's at. It's over parts of Oklahoma, southern Missouri, Arkansas, and to northwestern Tennessee, and northern Louisiana and Mississippi. There's where the severe weather threat is. And then tomorrow, the severe weather threat will be across Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, parts of Virginia, Alabama, and parts of northern Georgia. And then on Saturday, the severe weather tapers off and disappears. So I'm going to go back to the home page on the National Weather Service. Again, I'm going to go back to radar if it'll work because it was giving me issues just a minute ago. So in case you guys don't know this, I'm going to turn off the storm tracks real fast. Apparently, there's some severe thunderstorm warnings down there across parts of southern Arkansas. And that's the mess that's going to be coming in tonight, late overnight tonight. No, I meant not overnight tonight, but tomorrow. So at some point, I'm gonna say during that break between the rain and the storms, we'll probably get put under some kind of watch, whether it's a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch. 8:29 p.m. I'm just looking to see if there's high wind warning. Yep, I was making sure that was right. Man, there's a storm with a tornado signature down there just near Hot Springs, Arkansas. Got a tornado signature on it. So there's probably fixing to be some tornado warnings down there across uh parts of Arkansas soon. I just apparently I know this doesn't apply to us, but there is some schools down around Tennessee because I just saw this from one of the local stations. Some schools in Tennessee are actually going to be closing, or actually not, are actually going to be closing tomorrow for weather down across Tennessee. I mean, that's not us though, but I just saw that. I don't think they'll probably because I don't know how the schools will work with this severe weather coming in. I know, but because that's probably going to be another question I'm probably going to get hit up with, and I'm not going to answer on that right now. Because people is going to be asking, saying, what are they going to do about schools with the severe weather? I'm just not even going to answer about that. I'm not even going to answer on that. I'm just not even going to answer on that. But I do want to say the main threats is damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. I'm not talking about widespread tornadoes or an outbreak. I said isolated tornadoes, which means that it can go anywhere from a quick spin up tornado to, if anything does pop, it'll probably be short lived, kind of like EF0, F1, F2 area. If anything like that, if we do get something like that, wouldn't be anything bad, like as bad as what happened in 2021. But I do want to tell you guys, And I said this on YouTube earlier. I know people on Facebook didn't get to hear this. I said this on YouTube, and I'm gonna say it again on Face, and I'm gonna say it again, but this time I'm gonna say it again on YouTube. But Facebook is also gonna hear it too. Now I'm gonna say it again. You all have multiple ways to receive weather alerts, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Right now, yes, tornado sirens are helpful. But tornado sirens are not meant to be heard indoors. They are not meant to be heard indoors. Everybody wonders how come they don't hear the sirens indoors. Here's your answer. Sirens are not meant to be heard indoors. They're meant to be heard outdoors. For people that has no way of weather, that has no way of weather alerts, or is near a TV or anything, that's what sirens are for. The only way you're going to hear a siren in your house is if you're close to one or not too far from one. That's why you should get a NOAA weather radio. You should get a weather radio. No matter if it's the red crank up ones that you have to recharge the batteries in, or if it's the white ones that's in your house that stays plugged into the wall, and and batteries will only work if the power goes out. Also, wireless alerts on your phone would be actually somewhat helpful tomorrow. And I will tell you guys this right now. There has not been a Torcon out for tomorrow's severe weather chance. I don't think if they're going to I don't know if they've stopped doing the Torcons or what. Cuz I know it's been a little bit since I've seen a Torcon forecast. They probably have quit doing it. We probably quit doing them. I'm going to see if there's any comments. We're having issues with notifications right now. I think that's probably why not many people's joining because apparently my stuff. I know Facebook gives out the notifications, but YouTube is not giving out notifications anymore, which is very odd. I'm usually able to send out the links, but apparently that's not working for some reason. As far as the YouTube thing, I know Facebook's working. But yeah, we are going to get some severe weather tomorrow. Tonight, it's going to start off with just plain rain in the overnight hours. Then we're going to get a little bit of a dry slot, a little bit of a break until about maybe 11 o'clock. I know it says, I know for counties west of us, the timing is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. But for us, the timing is 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. for us. And it shows about 11:30. And I saw the thing on my phone. It shows about 11:30. We have like a big supercell storm right over us about 11:30 in the morning. And plus, I gotta go to the eye doctor tomorrow, so I'll be back home by the time the severe weather comes in. Because I have to go to the eye doctor at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then by the time I come home, I got to deal with this. When I get home, I'm not going to have time to go back to sleep or take a nap until this is done and over with. But it's not going to be an outbreak like it was in 2021. It's not going to be anything not even close to that. If it does get bad enough where we do see like maybe like if we do see like tornadoes or anything, it's not going to be as bad as 2021. If you do get a tornado warning and it shows on radar that there is something maybe on the ground or something, it's probably not going to be as bad. It's probably about how it would probably be like EF 0, 1, or 2 category. It's not going to go past those. Those are the weakest ones. So yeah, which of course I will tell you this. I will tell you folks this. If by chance there is if there's any like severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings, I'll be on Facebook and YouTube Live covering them. No matter if it's no matter if it's for us here in Grayson County, if we get put under something like that tomorrow, I'll still be on Facebook Live tracking it, unless it gets bad enough where I gotta take cover, and then I'll either end the stream or I'll leave the radar up but take off the audio. But yeah. So yeah, high wind warning goes in effect. The high wind warning goes in effect starting at 6 o'clock in the morning through 9 o'clock p.m. tonight. I'm expecting during that quiet, dry slot when between the rain and the storms, some kind of watch coming out. That's what I'm expecting. But I know at least someone in the area will at least get put under some type of warning, where that's flash flood, severe thunderstorm, or tornado. And usually when that happens, I'll usually be on Facebook Live covering it, and YouTube if YouTube works. Because sometimes YouTube don't always work and we have to stick with Facebook. But we just gotta hope there's no heating in the atmosphere as far as we know of for right now. It's just more of like a heavy wind. It's just gonna be more like a heavy wind machine event for tomorrow. But if the sun does come out at any point during that break, the dry slot, then it's gonna up the chance and add some heat and fuel to the fire, and then it's going to fuel, and then it's going to get things more severe. And then I would see the possibility, if that happens, of the severe weather threat going from a level 3 to a level 4 out of 5. I'm not saying that's probably won't happen, but if the sun comes out and then things get heated up more, that's probably what could happen. We can hope for the best that it don't, that we stay in the enhanced, or possibly go down back to the slight. And I'm gonna go over the storm thing one more time before I jump off here. I'm probably not gonna do no more weather updates for the night until probably if I ever have to come on Facebook Live and YouTube and do severe weather coverage for tomorrow. And before I do that, I'm going to see if there's any more comments in any of the chats. I've got the thing on my phone, so I'm reading the chat on my phone. But I will give you guys this. Whenever there's like tornado warnings and I'm in like wall-to-wall coverage with with me doing the weather thing with tornado warnings and stuff, and things are getting like out of hand where I have to cover like tornado warnings and things get serious. Now, tomorrow will be a serious day, but not as serious as the tornado outbreak in 2021. Nothing to that nature. But when things are going to get serious and I have to cover tornado warnings, I'm not going to have time to look at the chat or nothing. I'll have to be concentrated on that particular thing. I cannot answer comments or anything until it's completely passed. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this again. So the enhanced risks for tomorrow. A potent weather system will move through the region tonight into Friday. Strong severe storms will be possible Friday morning and afternoon ahead of and along a cold front. Main severe threats will be damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Repeating rounds of heavy showers and storms may result in flooding issues. Gusty winds are expected outside of the storms, and the confidence in severe weather is between medium and high. And the damaging winds outside of storms are expected Friday. Strongest winds will be mid-morning through afternoon. Sustained south winds of 25 to 35 mile per hour with gusts of 55 to 65 plus mile per hour. Widespread power outages possible. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Some trees can possibly be uprooted. Confidence with the winds outside the strong. Confidence in the Confidence in the winds outside the strong storms will be in the high category. Then for the heavy rain, multiple rounds of showers and storms are expected tonight into Friday. Heaviest rainfall totals are expected to be north of western Kentucky and Bluegrass Parkways. Flood watches in effect tonight through Friday afternoon across southern Indiana and portions of central Kentucky. Flash flooding possible where training of heavy showers and storms occurs, and the rainfall total is in the high category. Uh, so yeah, there's that for tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys have a way of receiving alerts for tomorrow, whether that's the wireless alerts on your phone, whether it's the wireless alerts on your phones that goes off when there's like a tornado warning, severe thunderstorm, or flash flood warning for your area, or that's a weather radio, or if you leave your television on all night. You ain't going to hear a tornado siren and inside unless your house is not too far from one. Sirens can be heard up to maybe 2 miles away from where it's at. And I'm going to tell you guys where the storms are at. The storms are in right now are over parts of Arkansas, which it's a little ways off. Hopefully the strong stuff will probably weaken before it gets here. I want to actually turn the Oh, look. Oh, look at that tornado warning down there across look at that. There's a tornado warning. There's a tornado warning in parts of Texas. That's the thing you need to worry about. And on the backside of a storm system, there's usually going to be That's usually when the tornadic stuff, if there's any tornadoes, are usually found. Is usually on the backside of the stuff. And we're having some signal issues apparently. What's the deal here? Here we go. Come on, what's the deal here with the signal? But I'm going to look at the chat one more time. I'm going to look at the chat one more time before I jump off here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. You guys get know a place to go in the event that you're under a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning. So, gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump off here. And you guys have a great night. All right, folks on YouTube, you guys can go ahead and have a great night. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. Uh, and I will hopefully you guys will probably see me at some point tomorrow breaking in for severe weather coverage for severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, if there's any. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here.